Hi everyone, this is Diane. I went to the flea market this morning at the stockyards, and Bob was back. He had been there for a couple of days. He's the man that, he's new this year to the stockyards, and I've been getting piles of really unique vintage ephemera from him. So the only people that I bought from at the stockyards today was Bob and the white van man. So from him, I just got 2 old games, and I paid him $2 for both games. This was a junior Monopoly, and the box I already threw away, and the board was warped. I just wanted it for these cute money pieces. I have Monopoly money. I love the colors of Monopoly money, but these are smaller, and they have just cute little endearing images on the money. So I thought they would be fun to add to my stash. And then the chance cards. I didn't see any community chess cards. And the property cards weren't there. Oh wait, yeah, that's not a property card. So just the chance cards. But that's good enough. And then this game I'd never heard of. It's called Yamoto. It tells you how to pronounce it right there. Your Mind Drawn Out. So this isn't very old, but it looks unique. This tag was in there. That's a bonus. It's a Gildan Tree Foot Scrubber. Terracotta Pumice. I like the shape of that tag. Oh, here we go. That's cool. Open that out for your directions. So you just read the paper, and I think it's a made-up word. Tabloui. And then it's got a little doodle on it, and then you kind of fill in part of the drawing, and then write is. Tabloui is. And then you pass the paper on, and somebody else adds to it and then adds to the writing. So, but I'm just going to use these pages in my journals. Smellophagoria. So there's a lot of the pages here. I just thought they were fun. That's all. And everything else came from Bob. So let's look at these things first. I thought this book was so beautiful. In the Shillings Court. Look how pretty that cover is. Somebody wrote 1920. That's the only date I see, the one somebody wrote. So if they acquired this book in 1920, it's at least that old. Isn't that pretty though? And then this, I wasn't sure if I should grab it, but I did. An American Heritage Extra, the 90s. So it's about the 1890s. Montgomery Ward and Company in Chicago. Wasn't Sears in Chicago too? It'll be interesting to look at and read some of it. And I might make a big journal out of that. I don't know. Smash book or something. These are, he had a whole bunch of these, but he wanted $30 for the whole batch. But he sold me 7 of them for $5. And that includes this. He put this in for free. So these are fly leaves out of antique books. I'm not sure what this came out of. Maybe it was a large atlas type of book or something, but he can't sell it because it's creased where it was folded and it's brittle. But can you see the texture of, it looks like leather texture. Not sure if you can see it. So I think that'll make really fun tags and pockets if it's not too brittle, you know, glued down to something. And then I selected these to make things with because they're brittle. I would have to glue them to something. This one's heavier because it's coming off of that. Looks like this was peeled off of the cover itself, maybe. This one's not as brittle, but I thought it was pretty. Love the red color there. I'm not sure if we're getting shadows. It's really hard for me to see my camera. And then I got this pile, or this book. I think this is weird. I think it's supposed to go, I think they put the cover on backwards because, or they printed it backwards because, or upside down. It's not right anyway, but it's the Junior Home Playbook. So it's an activity book. I wonder how old it is. 1929. I didn't really get a good look at it. I saw enough of it that I thought that would be fun. Oh, it comes right out. How to make a windmill. Let's start in the middle. You won't go all the way through. Build a boomeranger. Oh, fun with buttons. That's cute. I could make cute little journal cards with that. And they're blank on the back because it's an activity book. It's a poster for November. I love that pair of children there, but the turkeys are going after the chef. 5 little piggies. Oh, that's cute. So I wonder if this would be to make a bulletin board at school. It says September poster. Yeah, it looks like it. They keep showing bulletin board type of posters, they call them. But it's constructing, coloring, sewing, tracing, cutting, and pasting. Looks like some people at a pool. Yeah, these are really fun. I can cut them out and make things with them. I'm glad I picked that up. I've had a few of these before, but this is a large collection. I think they came with Nabisco cookies or something because it's the Nabisco Toy Town Carnival. And they were all these pieces that you could cut out and create things, you know, fold them, follow the directions and fold them. And they're just kind of a plain cardboard with blueprint. This is the suggested layout for your Toy Town or Carnival. That's neat. And I don't know, let's see. 29, 30, 31, 33. I think 33 is the highest number. Oh, it's numbered right here, 36. So there are pieces 1 through 36. Number 36 is the layout piece. And there are, I counted and the number, and then I got distracted. and the number left my head. So there's more than 36 here. There's 2 of the layout, so there's probably multiples of more than one. I'm gonna have to see, now that I know that there's a number guide here, I'll see how many I have. But anyway, these are, I've tucked them into circus journal pockets before, but there are so many more pieces than I thought. This was one that I got, I think I had, oh, I don't know, about 8 of them the first time I found them, and this was one of them. Got some clowns. And somebody owned them, Calvin Reynolds. He wrote his name in pencil on some of the cards, not all of them. But isn't that fun? I think I had the tree before. Calliope. Soda stand. I'm skipping some. Shooting gallery. Peanut stand. So many fun things. So like I said, I think that there were 40, 43 or something like that. It's a lot of cards. And I found some more of the Marilyn Monroe first day of issue envelopes. So I'm going to be selling them. This one actually has a stamp on it. And this stamped on it. So I'm going to be selling those. But I didn't list them yet, and I'm glad because I found 2 more. I found 3 pieces of Dutch ephemera, which I probably wouldn't have picked up, except that my friend Alette from the Netherlands sent me some Dutch items recently, and I have been saving, I put them aside in a collection envelope, and I've been finding other Dutch images and items to add to that, so I can make myself a Dutch journal in honor of my friend Alette. And so this is, I don't know the Dutch language, but this says Holland, so there were other Dutch items, so I knew that that's what it meant. So there's a map. It's upside down. And then this is Haarlem. It's part of the Netherlands. Isn't that cool? That's where Harlem, New York City got its name. Of course, New York City used to be a Dutch city. Rotterdam, which is a city in Holland. And this was stuck inside of that, which I didn't know. Something else about Rotterdam, 1956. I'll put those with my Dutch things. This was a fun little booklet. The use and care of drawing instruments. It has this little leaflet in it. I think maybe something you could carry in your pocket to help you remember. Instructions for using lettering angles. Or maybe somebody just stuck it in there because it kind of went along with this. But it's this brand, which might be Dutch, drawing instruments, but this is all written in English. So I don't know, maybe it's German. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with Holland. But I liked the drawings. And the blueprints and floor plans. Eugene, whatever that name is, company. This is a 1963 daily diary that someone was using. They wrote the date right here, 1963, but a lot of it is blank. That's why I got it, for the blank pages. This was fun. Mother's General Store. I don't know how old it is. I love the order form. Mother Earth News. And there's more order forms. But it just has some fun sketches in it. I wonder if it's from the 70s. It doesn't have a date. But something fun. It was 25 cents. 2 little cooking booklets, fun-filled butter cookies. Some of the cover is worn away there. They're so cute. It was 15 cents back in the day. No date. Doesn't have a lot of pictures, a few illustrations, a few photographs. And this one is Dormeyer Electric Mix Treasures, prepared especially for your Dormeyer mixer. 1949. I guess this only has pictures on the cover. And I got several envelopes with letters in them. Again, I found a bunch last time. That might have been from somebody else though. He wasn't there for 2 weeks. So but I think I got letters last week, but I don't remember now. It's on a letterhead. C. Brigham Company Milk Contractors in Boston. Put the stamp on the other side of the envelope from what we do now. 1899. Whoa. I think that's what it says. Yep, 1899. This one just says Kathy in a beautiful script. There's a Merry Christmas stamp in the corner. It wasn't mailed. It must have been hand-delivered. Aw. To Kathy. Must have been money inside. For a pair of gloves or a parlor lamp. From your turtle dove in finance cramped with lots of love, Jack. So this comes off, I think, 1930, but I think I'll leave them on. Here's a blue envelope, 1910. Look at the flag stamp there. That's the cancellation stamp. My dear Catherine. No, I don't know if that's Catherine. I can't read it. I've been reading my grandfather's letters to my grandmother, Catherine, so I instantly saw Catherine there. Your loving Ma, so do excuse many mistakes. Guess I'm hungry. I did say that was 1910. I don't have that much to look at. That's why I'm taking my time. But I do just hang around because I have some really cool miscellaneous vintage ephemera. You know, the kind that you dig down to the bottom of the box and find the coolest things. I can't read the year is illegible on that. It was addressed, or it was from someone in Brooklyn, New York. Dear Daddy and Mother. this is a child, you can tell by the writing. I am very glad to hear from you, but Herbert gave Sydney a black eye and a bloody nose. And Mrs. Blank, must be she forgot the teacher's name, came over to our house and said that I did it. Aw. It's from John. Poor John. Then I got more envelopes that are printed that are really cool. I don't think there's anything in them. I love this. It's first day of issue for this bicycle. It's really cool. 1980. So it's not extremely old, but there are 2 of those. And then 4 of these from Dietz Lanterns. Advertising Dietz Lanterns from A.H. Winslow in Bennington, Vermont, 1918. Wonder if someone was paying a bill with them or something, because there's August, September, and 2 in October. And then this one is really neat. It's in good shape. I don't think it was ever used. It was printed with that embossed 2-cent stamp. New York Millinery and Supply Company, Broadway, New York City. And then this one, T.M. Seaman Products, How to Test Soap. Seaman's Vegetable Wonder Soap makes the most delightful shampoo for the hair. The stamp is on upside down. Oh, look at the back. And this is just a coin envelope with some smaller coin envelopes inside. So they're not vintage, but I grabbed them. We have some more envelopes, and these are classification envelopes. So there's a photograph of some sort of botanical, and there's a number here and the specialist's name, K. Stunkkraus, something like that. And then it says negative is on file in publications department unless otherwise noted. And there's nothing inside the envelope, but I just thought they were really cool. Doesn't say Steinkraus, that's what it is, Steinkraus. It doesn't say what the photos are of. But I like the envelopes. And I also went to, I'm not done with the vintage ephemera, but I went to a Christian bookstore in our area, but I think it's mostly used books that they have. They do have some shelves with Bibles and greeting cards and bookmarks and some new books, but they have a lot of old books, and they're not necessarily religious books. So I did find some children's books for a really good price, so stay tuned for those. This is the miscellaneous ephemera stuff, and there's some really cool stuff that you wouldn't look for, but when you see it, you know you have to have it. Oh, I didn't have that light on. That probably would have helped. Maybe. So this is a set of cards. I don't know that it's a complete set, but it's from New Berlin Cleaners in New Berlin, New York. But it's just a little cartoon with men and women playing poker, and the women have the chips stacked up high in front of them. It's a cartoon by Jimmy Hatlow called They'll Do It Every Time. This is copyrighted 1950. So it's just a set of playing cards. I've never seen one like that with a cartoon on the back. This was in the bottom of one of the boxes I was going through. It's very tarnished, but very pretty. I think it goes like that. It's a keyhole. I know there's a name for it. Escutcheon or something like that. That's probably wrong. Tangy and spicy old-fashioned honey and horehound drops. from Rexall drugstores. It's just the cutest little glassine type of bag. I love that. This little booklet can go with my patriotic stuff for next year. Your flag and mine. 1917. And it's got some pictures inside. Different variations of the colony's flags. Then I found this little packet of, I think there's 8. Yeah, 8 of these little cards that advertise Grandpa's Wonder Soap. And I've never seen advertising cards like this. It looks like a game piece, but I don't think it is a game piece. The colors in the corners switch positions on some of the cards. I don't know. 1910 it says there. But I thought they were really cute cards. And I know there's more. Oh yeah, I've got another pile over here. This, I didn't know what they were, but I knew I wanted them. And he saw me looking at them, and he told me that this folds over the pocket. So one piece goes on the front of the pocket, and the other piece goes inside. I don't know how it's held on, but I think maybe you get that when you pay your admission, and I'm not sure if it goes with these, but these are from the Army War Show at Soldier Field in 1942, and this was supposed to hang on something. I don't think you could hang it on your car mirror without tearing it, but save this collar for free admission to Battle Depot, adjoining Soldier Field. So there are 2 of those, because I think there's only 1 in here. I found them in 2 different boxes, I think, these pieces. And then, I mean, I found these together and then those together or something. So I think they go together. So there's quite a few of these. I mean, you know, less than a dozen, but they'll be really fun in patriotic journals next year. And that's something I wouldn't have known to look for. Now, I found some other miscellaneous ephemera. And these were all kind of together. These are White Owl Inn, hot and cold running water with steam heat. So it's a business card. Alexandria, Virginia. Rates 50 to 75 cents and $1 per person, with a lunch counter, groceries, and garage. And there are 3 of them. And they have a ink bladder backing to them. And then there are these. They don't look so old. I think they're vintage, but not that old. American West caps, but they're red, white, and blue, so I'll put them with my patriotic stuff, because my brothers would set caps off. They had little cap guns, and we could also just use a stone to hit them on the sidewalk, and it would make the caps pop. And this photo was in here. I didn't even know that I had that till I got home. These are interesting. Mystery future here. So you have to break the foil to see what your future is. Bend it in half to break it. Oh wait, maybe these both have the same number. This says break foil and this says bend ticket in half. So I don't know. I'm not gonna open it. Respect the view of associates. Generous ways invite loving reactions. And then this, I thought these were interesting cigar bands, which is what I think they are, because they have art on them and they're beautiful. And then when I got home and looked at them, they're all women with bare chests. So I don't know what to do with them. I'm not going to use them. I wasn't going to use them anyway. I thought I'd put them in my shop, but I don't know if I can put pictures of them on Etsy. I'll just have to have pictures from far away. So let me see how many there are. They're paintings. It's not like pornography, but they're classic art, but they're the ones with the bare-breasted women. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there are 13 cigar bands with paintings on them. If somebody wants them, and so I don't have to list them on Etsy, you can, don't message me here, message me on Etsy, and the first person to message me can have them. We'll work out a deal for them. Here we have Purdy's Flower Shop, an envelope that was probably attached to a flower arrangement, and it's got this little card inside. Mother's Day greetings from Leonard. 1941, high geranium. I liked the envelope with the eyelet. And this is a stereoscope card, which I don't normally pick up anymore because they're so thick, but this one isn't thick, so I could tuck that into a pocket. There's another photo that was just in one of the boxes that I went through, and I loved that picture of these 3 ladies standing together outside. This looks like a Christmas card in German, or it might be Dutch because it was in the same box with the Dutch stuff. Someone can tell me if you know. Look what I found in the box. Yeah, it's a fool me thing, but it's an advertisement for a locksmith. I don't know how old it is, but I thought it would be fun to tuck it into a pocket. There are a couple of tickets, vintage tickets. I found tickets with him before. I just find such random stuff in these boxes. This is for May Day at Bryn Mawr College, 1914. And this is Canute Lake Park, Philadelphia. No, the ticket company is Philadelphia. And this, I don't know what it is. I just saw the silhouettes and grabbed the paper. Nabisco soda crackers. It's like some kind of a band that might have been wrapped around a box or a tin. This is a tag, but it's just a rectangular shape, but it's for Randolph Furniture Works. I really like that. Another ticket for the Oneonta High School Dramatic Club, Martha by the Day. High School Auditorium, Thursday evening, March 3rd, 1927. I went alone, exclamation point. This is, looks like a decal that you would stick on your car or camper when you were traveling to show where you were, where you had visited, and it's Silver Springs, Florida, Underwater Garden. They have some mermaid shows in Florida too, where they have, you know, women with mermaid tails in big tanks and people can watch them. But this one is an underwater garden. We used to put some decals on, well, my dad did, on our camper when we were traveling with our camper. Clean Right, a superior solvent. This looks like it's from the 30s or 20s from the illustration. So that's just another unique piece to tuck into a pocket and a journal. This is something from Hawaii, Hilo, Hawaii. And another of the Dutch or German cards. sent to Adams, Massachusetts. This is a backseat driver's license. It's 1984-85, so it's not that old, but I thought it was funny. State of Nervousness, Bureau of Nuisances, backseat driver's license. The commissioner already has your number, but we've assigned this one to you anyway. This is to certify that the person herein named has passed all tests for nervousness and has been licensed to irritate, annoy, criticize, and otherwise disturb the operation of the car. And the signature is I am nervous. Commissioner of Nervous Wrecks, Department of Interior Confusion. Backseat driver must carry this license on person, otherwise must keep quiet while vehicle is in motion. This is an Italian-American something. And I don't know what it is. And this says Junior Epworth League. Prayer meeting topics. 1897. I don't know what this is. It's in another language, Dutch or German. I don't know what those letters signify. That's all it is, just this paper. So, if anybody can understand that, let me know. And then there was one V-mail envelope. And these are not part of this collection. That's everything from Bob at the flea market. And then I went to the Christian bookstore and I picked up a few children's books, like I said. And these were a really good price. These were 50 cents each for this, and then $1 for this one. This one is Dolls from Many Lands, and I've had this one before, or pages out of one anyway. And it's not in good shape. This page is torn and taped together, but I cut the dolls out and made tuck spots out of them. Oh, she can go in my Dutch journal, even though she's got marker on her hat. So I'll just cut this book up and use it. Bambi's Children is a wonder book, and I may have this. I know I have had it and probably sold it, but I may have another one. I think the illustrations in this are beautiful. So if I already have this, I will sell this one, because I would like to make a journal out of it. Illustrations by William Bartlett. It's just beautiful. And a Rand McNally book, Parakeet Peter. Oh, what's the date on this? 1951. $1954. Some of the words are underlined. Howdy Doody Circus. I was not a Howdy Doody girl. I never watched it, never saw it. But maybe some of you did and would be interested in this book. So I snatched it for, you know, a good price. Somebody scribbled out the owner's name. This says 1950, and it probably is. But it's in good shape. And it's A edition. If it wasn't written in and scribbled on, it would be worth more, but... And it's, you know, it's got some wear on it. This one is edition A also, I think. Yep, this one is A. And it's Marge's Little Lulu and Her Magic Tricks. So something must have been inserted through here, maybe a Kleenex here so that you could pull it out, and something was stuck there and pulled off. Maybe it was holding whatever was tucked through there. I'll have to look this up and see if I can see what was originally with this book. But it's a book about magic tricks. So I think, well, these three will all go in my shop, and probably this one, because I think I do have that one in my stash. This one I'm gonna try to make a journal out of. I say try because I have a pretty big stack of golden books already. Cinderella's Friends, 1950. And it's the second printing. It has a bee on the back. Very pretty pictures, though. I love the illustrations in Cinderella. And then this one. Now, they have more. I think I'm going to go back. It's just a few minutes away from me. Just a little bit past my stockyard flea market that I go to. But they had 4 or 5 of these books. And I chose one that the spine was gone because I'm going to take the book apart anyway. But after I got home, I thought I might want to make several journals with this book. It says Church School Hymnal for Children. So if I don't know if that means Sunday school or if it was some churches have a school as part of their ministry. So that this might have been used for the school. But the pages are in great shape. This is 1964, Lutheran Church Press. And the pages are great. But I grabbed it because I thought I'll be making some faith-themed journals or prayer journals, and this would be really good for that. And then I thought, I love the size of it, and I should have gotten more, but I can easily just drive right down there and buy some more, because this was only $1. 7.5 inches by 9.25 inches. So I like that book. I'm very happy with that. So I was glad my son invited me to ride along with him when he went to the Christian bookstore. So that's what I got today. Lots of paper items from Bob, the games, and that big book, the big activity book with the big pages that I can cut up. So did you have a favorite? I didn't get any fabric or trims this week, which I'm glad of, because I'm still dealing with, oh, and my marbled paper and that book. Did you have a favorite? I don't know what my favorite is. I never do. So I hope you enjoyed seeing this. I appreciate you coming along, and I will be back with another video, and I'll see you soon. Have a creative day. Bye.